Hello YouTube, I'll welcome you on this fine day, and this is my Lurrus of the Dream Den historic Brawl deck tech. This deck aims to win by abusing Lurrus' ability from recurring permanents from your graveyard each turn, and this deck has some sweet additions by going into the historic mode, essentially. So a few of those are Mox Amber, because that is essential. What the Mox Amber allows you to do is play Lurrus on turn 3 and recur something at the same time instead of doing that on turn 4. Dauntless Bodyguard is another recurable source that can protect Lurrus. And also cards like Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, are really strong and just facilitate the game plan of this deck even more. The rest of the deck is just either removal or hate pieces like Spectre Shriek and Dire Tactics, and also really sticky threats, or threats that make our board even stickier, like Open the Graves allows us to leave zombies behind if we get board wiped, Erebos allows us to cash in our creatures for card draw, Luminous Broodmoth makes just removing stuff really annoying, and just in general this deck is really sticky once it gets going, and it's not the fastest beatdown, but it certainly is the most annoying one out there. Anyways, I think this is it for the deck tech, and let's jump right into some gameplay, shall we? Okay, let's get this game rolling. We are up against Winota, and this means we are likely to keep any starting hand removal. Oh, that is perfect. And that's a 1-2-3. We have removal for Winota when she comes down. Yeah, pretty nice. Okay, Gutterbones into Agonizing Remorse, most likely. Okay, no remorse. Let's look what they have in their hand for us. Okay, and they apparently don't like Agonizing Remorse, so that is a good game. On to the next one. We will play against public enemy number 1, Jhoira with a light captain, and let's see how we are performing. Oh, I think Bounty Agent will be very annoying for them. Excuse me. So, yeah. I think this will be quite tedious to deal with. Okay, so with Lutri. Ah, okay, I see. Liking the banned cards. Not that I mind. So yeah, Bounty Agent coming down. Okay. Surveyor. And oh yeah, the D-Spark will come in handy here. Let's attack. And I think this is good time to drill bit them and play the Tithe Taker as well. Let's just get the lantern out of the way. It's gonna be annoying, I guess. So Rascarelli coming down. I was considering picking that over the lantern because mana is really important for a Jhoira deck, but they will be very conservative anyways with what they're going to play here, in because like they know we have the Heartless Act, right? So Tithe Taker going down, and Lurrus. And Stitches Supplier as well. Even though they know what we are going to do, there is not a lot they can do about it, really. Well, let's see. Is it Locket? And we really just want to have another black source here. So I think swinging in with the team seems like a decent choice here. Lutri, sure. And we are going to Artless Actor Lutri. So, since they know about the Artless Act, we're going to use that. Now they think they are safe, and we can desproc them or Plaguecrafter them. Same outcome. Sure. Immortal Sun coming down. Oh, perfect. And at this point we're just going to Priest Bastion, having double removal in hand as well, so I think this is it for them. Let's see. Yep, Jhoira over the Light Captain, as expected. Gargoyle coming down as well. They have Ascended for the Relic. Stone Cold for 1. Yep. And now we're going to just desproc them. They're really on the back foot now. Let's see, how much mana do they have? 2 more mana. 1 more mana. No. Oh yeah, that also taps, so they now have 2 more mana available to them. Okay, 1 mana left, and I think this is probably a good game. Well, this is also just a good game because we can just burn them out with the priest as well. So, exile that. Knight. Plaguecrafter. Sacrifice you. Yep, submit, and good game. GG. Let's go to the next one. We are up against Kinnan, Wonder Prodigy. And Duress into Remorse does seem quite evil, to be honest. But I'm not sure if it's good enough, because we're going second. So I think I have to mulligan this, just based on the fact that we are going second. Artless Act is exactly what I was looking for here. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is going to be amazing. Once upon a time, and they didn't wait for the draw step. People, wake up. Wait for your draw step. Oh damn, it's a Paradise Druid. Oh no. Yep, you know what? I'm going to look at that hand. And I'm going to exile it. Okay. So that is a Leafkin Druid. Yep. The follow-up is a bit weak though. Oh, now they can play Kinnan and keep up Quench, which is really good for them. I think just Kinnan passing the turn. Okay. I don't understand why they wouldn't play Kinnan here. Yep, quench it. Okay, so Kinnan is coming down now. I am confused. I think the point of a Kinnan deck should be to play Kinnan, right? So let's beat them up a bit more here. Yeah, sure. Priest of Forgotten Gods. We'll take care of a few creatures here and there. So yeah. Let's see what they're about to do. Will they play Kinnan now? They did it! So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, and Sundering on the top. Oh damn. Oof. This is going to hurt. And activate Kinnan? Or not? Oh damn, so the Signet is actually free right now. Kinnan. And whiff. Nope. Draw 3 cards. Pretty hilarious that the Tashana died there. Oh, it's draw 2 because she died before that resolved. Yeah, makes sense. Anyhow, let's play this. Let's destroy the Kinnan. Oh no. I think I should have probably removed Brood. Well, now they can just play Kinnan again and activate him, right? Yeah, they have enough mana. Oh, this is rough. Hey, Kinnan coming down. Even more mana to be made here. So he essentially only cost 1 here. Damn. And more mana dogs. This is getting absurd. Land would be great. It's not a land. Well, let's go with you. Sacrifice. I think I misplayed here a bit. But keep in mind, guys, if you misplay, still play the best possible line just because. Why play worse just because you are ashamed of your misplay, but I would like to do that as well. So what we're doing now is dropping the Lurrus and playing a witness on top. Sacrifice fodder. So what I think was the correct play is sacrificing the knight and getting that from the grave back with the Lurrus. So Kinnan. Spinning the wheel once again, getting Nezahal. Oof. Next Lotus as well. And they're just going to go hard next turn. Okay, so Broodmoth. I can sacrifice the Kinnan and the Lurrus and the Hunted Witness. Yep, go to the graveyard. Yep, I'm back. And yeah, I can just replay the Celebrant out of the grave and the Knight of the Ebon Legion on top. Pretty neat. Yeah, Celebrant and Stitcher Supplier. It's essentially a bit more card advantage here. Yeah, nice. Dauntless Bodyguard coming in hot. Okay, so what are they about to do here? See, Gyro Engineer, yeah, they're just stacking up that Nyx Lotus. They can activate Kinnan twice here? Yeah, they can. Oh yes, they absolutely can. Oh, they wouldn't have been able to. Yeah, they were short on 1 mana. Oh, damn. That's a lot of mana. That is a lot of mana here. They attack with the Nezahal, we will be blocking with the Stitcher Supplier to burn out. They're not going to. So let's just attack with our flying creatures. Flip the Legion's Landing as well. And we can start to sacrifice even more stuff here. Okay, so let's play the knight. Yep, burn them out even more with, I guess, those two, right? Yeah, let's do it. All the triggers going on the stack. Oh yeah, Gutterbones is nice. You can recur that one. So, guess we're just playing out everything, right? Pontiff, Bodyguard onto. I don't think it doesn't matter too much because Kinnan has a lot of, like, it doesn't have destroy effects usually. Oh, I think we have lethal. Oh yeah. Oops. Yeah, we have lethal. Because we can activate the Bodyguard. Broodmoth. Yep. Activate the Bodyguard again. Nope, not that one. And sacrifice you to the Pontiff, getting one more damage in. And that is game. GG. That was a really close one. I was afraid of end race. Lurrus against Lurrus. This will be a fun one. Let's go. So, let's see. Opponent goes first. So we're already starting on the back foot. We do have the Cryptbreaker producing more zombies over the turns. I think I'll keep it. I think at this point we are fine by just drawing lands. That would be optimal, to be honest. Okay, red. We are discarding the Pontiff. And also just passing the turn. Let's see. Yep, in response, make a token with Cryptbreaker. Block the red. Claws for the mirror match. Wow. Yeah, sure. Get rid of the Pontiff. Okay, so let's swing in with the zombie. And a tough choice. It's a really tough choice. Just Drillbit versus a discard. Probably Drillbit, right? But honestly, I think I'm going to exile the Ghostform in their end step. Sure. So they're going to play Lurrus and the Claws again. It's a freebooter. In response to that, we would like to discard our Ghostform. They're taking the Drillbit probably, yeah. And we really want to draw a land at this point. Birth of Milius, sure. So they are a bit more on the defensive side here. Oh, perfect, a land. Duress, Ghostform, onto the Lurrus. And I think I'm going to... I think I need card advantage right now. Just drawing cards is good. Let's see. They are going to play Lurrus. Play Bugler out of the graveyard. And then what? We're gonna draw in response because we're likely not gonna discard any of those two cards in our hand. Sure. Right. So it's a brain maggot, sure. And they are allowed to take something here. Moth. Yep, sure. We're gonna draw. That would be pretty decent. I guess that's fine too. Erebos the black. So I'm going to attack with the Lurrus for the life gain. They block with their own Lurrus, which I highly doubt they will do. This would mean the Kai's Ghostform would go to the grave. Okay. I think they want to exile that from the graveyard, but putting the Lurrus into the graveyard it actually dies, so we draw the card of Erebos. Action, yep. And now we can use that to play the Lurrus again. Or play onto the Lurrus. We're in a great position, to be honest. Next turn we can open the graves, produce even more zombies for our Cryptbreaker. And we could just sack our Lurrus over and over again, playing the Kai's Ghostform onto it again and again, and producing zombies that way. Also, that would allow us to remove the Brain Maggot and the Kite's Freebooter. All pretty nice here. So I think they're... well, maybe they're going to play Lurrus again, but that would only allow them to play the claws on top. Let's see. Okay, Lurrus coming down again. Together with the claws, sure. And let's draw cards. Oh, sweet. Break that. Or the nice thing about Fabled Passage here is the fact that we have one additional card in our graveyard, so that we can exile that now. Okay, so let's see. Rebooter. Oh, we can just kill the Lurrus again, right? Yeah, let's do that. So let's submit. Yep. Sacrifice our Lurrus right now. Put it into the graveyard. Sure. And since we cracked the passage, we can sacrifice that to the Scrabbling Claws. We are going to draw another card here. Then we can just Ghostform again. Yeah. Sure. Yep, sure. And sacrifice that from the grave, no problem. And now we're going to... yeah, let's just... no, we can't discard something. We need to use these three. Yep. Attack with the Erebos first though. Then we can sacrifice a zombie. Because we don't want to kill the Lurrus here. We already got something out of the grave this turn, so there is no need to do something like that. Like kill the Lurrus and be in an unsafe spot where the Ghostform can be sniped by the Scrabbling Claws. If they are playing Lurrus again. Oh, no, they are not. They let it go to the graveyard because they have probably a reanimation spell for it. Let's see. So I'm currently looking at the Heartless Act in my hand because that allows us to get a card to the graveyard that we can exile Cutter's Claws. Okay, Get that back into our hand. If they tap out. Perfect. Oh, they can. Oh, sweet. That's a pretty cool play. Now they have full of information again. And are likely to take the open grace, I think. Not sure though. The claws are a bit annoying in the mirror matchup though. Oh, Heartless Act. Yeah, I can see that. Pretty good pick by our opponent here. So let's drill a bit into their hand, I guess. I think we don't mind if the Tithe Taker gets sacred, like exiled to the Scrabbling Claws, right? Did we? Maybe we just set up a nice turn with Vanilla. It's a bit difficult. Let's just attack with Erebos first. Okay, that goes through. So loads of options here. Let's just look at their hand first. Sure, what do you have? Plunderer. Nope. I won't. And you have that one. Seems like, since we have the drill bit now, and just it's difficult. So how much mana is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can remove the Lurrus again here, right? Yeah, with the double the Tithe Taker. Could also just get back our Luminous Broodmoth. I think just keeping up the pressure on the Lurrus is where we want to be. Yep. Draw me more cards. Yep. Exiling the drill bit. That is tempting. That is very tempting. But I don't think... Let's just kill Lurrus over and over. Make him almost unplayable. Yep. 4 cards. So how much does Lurrus cost now? 7 mana. Which is a ton. So they would need to spend their whole turn just playing Lurrus again. But at that point, we could just kill it again with the Erebos. Ah, Plaguecrafter. Interesting. I think I don't want to sacrifice... I think I'm fine with sacrificing the zombie here. Because I can just open the grave and turn these into zombies again next turn. Because I think next turn I will feel comfortable to play the open the graves. Though they are exiling 1 card a turn. Red, we are going to discard a Plains to that, which is perfectly fine because now we have something to sacrifice the claws to. And it will sacrifice to the claws. And yeah, open the grave seems like a neat idea here. So let's just... I think I'm going to play the priest, because that can generate huge amounts of value for us. No attacks, I believe. Oh yeah, sure. Let's attack with the indestructible Erebos. Seems like a good idea, to be honest. Well, maybe I shouldn't have played the Alseid. Could have just, because I still had the permanent of the graveyard, I could have also just attacked with the Lurrus on top, but it is what it is. Interesting. They're exiling that. So Lurrus coming down and returning these grabbing claws. Well, only if they attack with 3 or more creatures, but I think they won't in this position. Yep, sure. Let's see. Let's see. I think I wanna activate Erebos, get back the Broodmoth, and let's activate Erebos, get back the Broodmoth, sacrificing his Alseid. Yep. Take action. So yeah, then we could have gotten back the Broodmoth and started sacrificing our own board to the priest. Pretty neat. Lurrus versus Jhoira, Orzhov against Izzet, and I'm not sure. This seems like a decent hand, I guess. I think I will lead with the Scorch. Scour Barons? Yeah, Scour Barons. Life Taker Lurrus. We kind of want to play our Lurrus protection first before we drop Lurrus, because we have the additional lands now. The additional... What I mean is I want to drop Lurrus and we'll want to be able to protect them at the same time with the Mox Amber. So let's just do that with the... yes, Stitches Supplier as well as the Watchdog. So I'm currently considering Flame Sweep. Then in that case Watchdog would be better, or a bounce spell. In that case Alseid would be better. Kind of want to play Supplier as well. I'm gonna go with the Alseid because that can attack as well as the Watchdog. Oh, well, as well as the Stitches Supplier, whereas the Watchdog cannot attack. Just to apply a bit more pressure here and there. Okay. Oh, what am I talking about? Flame Sweep? Protection works against Flame Sweep, right? Yeah, sure. I think they maybe pulled the trigger too early on that Sentinel Totem. Oh well. Anyways, let's swing in for 1, gain 1 life. Keep up the protection of the Alseid. Next turn we can start generating value with Lurrus. Relic, yep. Okay, so I think I'm just going to dump my hand here. Just be really aggressive. Swing in, get in for 4, and we have the double removal for Jhoira. So if they try anything funny to protect her, can deal with that. Mystic Forge, sure. And Artifices of Assistance, so yeah, pretty good. Spell Pierce, not on the top anymore. And I guess, yeah, sure, let's go. I'm not sure if I want to... So I'm not sure if I want to Dire Tactics the Artificer's Assistant. I think I don't. I just rather keep up the double removal spell for the Jhoira. So let's swing in. Let's see what they're going to do. Mystic Forge, sure. Jhoira coming down, yep. Another option we had here is just waiting on the Plaguecrafter and then killing the Jhoira right now. I think this would have been a safer play. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to crack this for a black source. Then we will be able to despark the Jhoira. Yeah. Seems pretty nice. Now we're gonna swing in again. Yeah, I think Alseid is a nice block here. Yep. And we can bring back the Alseid as well. Pretty great. So let's do that. And now we have the option of protecting something with the Alseid. Just exiling Jhoira again with dire tactics. Let's see, mana geode, okay. So they're not dropping Jhoira here. Lutri. And that is probably a good game. GG! We are up against Korvold. So that probably means we will face a lot of interaction. Because Jund is quite a nice color combination. Also we have to... Oh yeah, that seems nice. Oh yeah, that's a really nice curve. The cat or the... probably... something like cat. Turn one. We're not dropping the Dauntless Bodyguard here. I think I'm going to drop the cat because it's a better sacrifice target than the priest. So goodbye priest, I guess. But I can see them also taking bodyguard or murderous rider. Okay. Yep, swing in. And I think yeah, this seems like a nice idea here. We can play the supplier. Attack with the cat as well. Yep. Sacrifice these two cards. And that allows us to play Lurrus and Bodyguard in the same turn, which is pretty great. So let's do that as soon as possible, because Jund likes to destroy our stuff, and we don't like Jund to destroy our stuff. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Was just... well, yeah, we could have also not played the supply, we could have played the bodyguard from the hand, sacrificed that, and so we still had the supplier in hand. Yeah, that would have been a better line of play. Okay, we get another basic here. It's great. And we're just ramping out now. And we're just getting up our protection online. Protecting our Lurus again. Look at their hand, see what's up there. And we're likely to just grab some removal out of their hand. Let's see. Yeah. So what can they do? The rampage here? Let's just... I don't think we're too concerned about the rampage, so let's just do this. And let's get back the Gutterbones onto the field. Pretty neat. okay, reassembling skeleton coming back. If they draw land, it's pretty good for them, because that would allow them to play the Korvold here, sacrifice a land, and we couldn't kill that with the priest because they can instead sacrifice the skeleton. And I think we're going to sacrifice the Gutterbones to the Anger's Rampage if they decide to play that here, because we can get that back out of the grave. Well, yeah, Korvold. And they're likely to sacrifice the the swamp, I think. Oh, okay. So I think that was a mistake, because now we can priest. Oh, that is also perfect. Yeah, it's only when they sacrifice, it's not like a Domain Devil. Grab a white source. Midnight Reaper. And sacrifice our Gutterbones. And the 1/1 to make them sacrifice the Korvold. Pretty great. And I think we can... Yeah, this is pretty great. We can just return the Supplier and the Cryptbreaker as well to our hands with the Call of the Death Dweller. That way we can tap the... Oh yeah, sure, you get a Death Touch and a Menace counter. Yep, more cards due to the graveyard, and now we can tap the Cryptbreaker to draw 3 cards as well. And we can drill the... Oh, perfect. We can drill the, bit them. So let's just take the... I don't think we care about Rampage. Just a big blocker is annoying already. So let's swing in again. And this board state is quite nice, because we can draw cards with our 3 zombies, we can... Yeah, I thought so. Anyways, GG, on to the next one. So let's see, we're up against Kinnan, Bond of Prodigy, and this... Oh, I go first. This is amazing, but the D-Spark is not amazing. We don't have any action against Kinnan, well, early interaction. So I think I need to mulligan this, even though it is a decent curve. I just don't think it's good enough against Kinnan. I think this is a better start. With, yeah, we can... Maybe if our opponent has a lot of signets or whatnot, the Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, will throw them off a bit. We have handhate with drill bit. But I don't like the fact that we have to play Thalia now, and the rest of our cards are essentially drill bits and agonizing remorses. So cards that don't really synergize well with Thalia here. Okay, Goose coming out. Okay, interesting choice with Goose over Elves. So we have a tough choice here. Given the fact that we know they have Elves, I think Thalia is not as effective, so I'm going with the Agonizing Remorse here. Holy shit. Oh my god, we are so dead. So... oh my god. I think I will take the Cerulean Caretaker because it taps for blue. That way they can play Kinnan here. But if they want to play Kinnan, they have to tap the Goose, and that doesn't do them any good, to be honest. Because then they have to tap the Goose again to create a food, and then again. Yeah, I think they made the right call here. Oh, okay, they still play. Well, I don't know what they pulled, so may or may not be the correct choice for them. Let's see. Tough choice, tough choice. Kind of want to play on curve and play Lurrus. But it's a bit of an awkward spot here. The priest and the Thalia being 2 mana, no 1-drop. Just a 1-drop would be really fine here, but luckily we don't have any. I'm just considering if we need to Drillbit, and Drillbit is essentially okay. I only don't know one of the cards in hand, so are any of these 3 cards worth discarding here? So let's see, I don't think I care about the negate too much. I don't think I care about the disdainful stroke too much. Well, the Erebos is nice, but if our... it's tough. I think I'm going with the priest, because in case we draw a 1-drop, we can sacrifice the Thalia and the 1-drop. And that will be quite nice. Well, they have the untapped blues, well, the tapped blue source, but yeah. Swing in with Kinnan most likely. Okay, they're playing it safe. Oh, that's awesome. Spectre Shriek. So we can take something out of their hand, but then we're likely going to have to... I think if we're taking the Nyx Bloom, we can safely discard our T-Spark because we won't need it anymore. Let's see. Veil of Summer? Oh, maybe just creating a token with Goose. Yep, let's take the Ancient, get our D-Spark out of the hand and play Thalia. And keep in mind, Erebos is also creature, and this is non-creature, so Erebos still costs the same essentially. Goose. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Yep, and that allows them to activate Kinnan here. Yeah, with elves and double forest and the temple, they can activate Kinnan and still have the disdainful stroke or negate up. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yep. Cavalier of Gales, and now I don't know their hand anymore, pretty much. Yep. Well, it's really likely that they kept up the counter spells. Like, super likely. Okay, I would not have done that. Okay, let's... Should we do this? No, I don't think so. I'm kind of sad that we couldn't capitalize on their mistake with attacking, like them attacking with the Goose. It's just, well, they're going to activate Kinnan a bunch of times, which makes sense in my opinion. It's a reasonable play. Okay, and we are probably dead in the near future. Yep, Goose as well. Everything. I think we have to take it here. We have to take it. So, Watchdog coming out. Ghostform. Let's see. Here. Oh yeah, true. They couldn't counter us anyways last turn. We had the Thalia out, right? Oh yeah. That is very true. So let's see. I think we're going to sacrifice those two. Make them sacrifice a creature. I think the elves will have to go. Because if they sacrifice the Goose, we can pretty much do whatever we want here. Yeah, I think, yeah, Else is the correct choice here. And now we force them to use the Counterspell as well. And Ghostform and then Thalia again. Oh, it's a Quench. Yeah, I think Quench will mess up the most. So let's get that out of their hand. Play the Ghostform on the Lurrus and play the Thalia. Wave again. Oh, they're going to negate that. Yep. Negate. Hitting the Ghostform. Kaya's Ghostform again from the grave. Let's see. Kinnan hitting something. Also, we're dead, right? We have to block with the Lurrus here. Graveyard. Yeah. So let's see. We play the. It's just not enough. It's exactly not enough with the. Yeah. We do it like this. Graveyard. Broodmoth gets back the Lurrus. And even though we can Ghostform again and again and again, this is not enough. So this is what I call a good game. Yep, Kinnan again. 4 Mammoth. Oh boy. Goodbye, Lurrus. And go to the grave. Oh, we're actually not dead now, right? Oh yeah, we're dead because Kinnan exists. Yep. Oh well. Anyways, so that was the power of Kinnan, what a prodigy, and let's go to the next one, shall we? Let's go. We're up against Jhoira with a Light Captain. Oh, I didn't mean to click that fast, but I guess it's fine. Priest of Forgotten Gods will give them a headache. So, oh, and so does Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. So I think I want to start out with the Black Source here. Because I'm not sure if I will draw another land. So let's just do the safe play with the tap land now. Okay, Traveler's Amulet coming down. Fetching a mountain out of the deck. And now we can play Thalia. Pretty nice. This will probably be quite annoying for them. Oops, Skittering Surveyor. I think we can just swing in, sure. And Duress them. Yeah, let's take the Mystic Forge. The Jhoira's Familiar will probably come down right about now. I think that's reasonable. Okay, so nothing coming down so far. So I won't attack with the Thalia here, because otherwise they can double block with Lutri and the Skittering Surveyor. So if I just Priest and Legion's Landing, I can set up a nice turn, and they won't be able to block the Thalia. So next turn is probably going to be his Cruel Celebrant. Okay. Be good. Lockthwing Gargoyle. Oh, they're going deep. So removal would be quite nice right about now. I guess it's okay. So let's just priest, make them sacrifice something. Yep, burn them out. And okay, I think I can just play Lurrus here and play the Gutterbones manually out of the grave again. Seems like a great idea, just it's more mana efficient, and Plaguecrafter wouldn't be as effective right now because they can just sack Lutri and Gargoyle. Okay, so Mindstone for 2 mana, so they're essentially plus minus 0 here. So Soulguide Lantern coming down as well, so we have to be careful. Exile each opponent's graveyard here. Yeah, it's going to be annoying. Let's see. Interesting, very interesting. So we could draw a ton of cards off Erebos now. We're most definitely gonna lose something here from the Priest of Forgotten Gods trigger. I think we'll just play Erebos, use Priest on the Ghostforms and the Crow Celebrant. So let's do that. Sacrifice these two. Yeah. So we're going to draw 2 more cards. Yep, okay, so they let that resolve. Yep, draw. And they could just activate Lantern in response to the Priest getting us mana here. Yep, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Yep, pretty good play by the opponent. Really well played. And now we're just going to use the Castle Ardenvale. Sacrifice the dog as well. So they're sacrificing Lutri, which makes sense. Yep, they're paying even more life. And now we can just swing in with the Lurrus, and it would be totally fine if they block this, but yeah, as expected, they don't. Well, fine for us, not fine for them. Okay, Immortal Sun, reducing their costs even more. So their 1 mana artifacts now cost 0. But they're going to have a hard time here. You're just going to make them sacrifice everything, kill off the rest, and doesn't look good for them. Okay. Yeah. So we are gonna do this. Use the Heartless Act. I want to tap you two. Interesting. Let's just sacrifice you two. The Thalia will get sacrificed here. Okay, so we could also just despark the Jhoira. I think we're gonna despark the Immortal Sun though. Despark that. Heartless Act as well. So 1, 2, Heartless Act. Destroy that and play the Fanlurker for hate. Pretty good turn. And also the Fanlurker turns back their Erebos. And that means we have lethal. GG. So we're done with the games. I really enjoyed them, and I think this deck is probably one of the better historic Brawl decks you can play. The deck is consistent, the deck has nice removal, just it's really resilient once it starts going. Like if you have the opportunity to remove Lurrus, just do it essentially. Otherwise, with a Watchdog, with an Alseid or something like that, it can get really out of control, and then Broodmoth on top or just an Erebos to refill your hand after wipe. it's just really, really brutal. But yeah, I think this is it for the deck, and this is also it for the video. So if you like the video, like the video. If you want to support the channel, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.